I think I like where this is going. I'm seeing a trend since Mother's Day in which subscribers are either on Facebook through Max de Silva's group on Facebook or through their own YouTube channel. They're saying, Nick, check out my hair. What do you think I should do? I like this. This is interesting because we can all share in it. So our newest entry here is our friend Victor Sloan, whose channel is Sylvan Strength. And don't let me forget, I need to put a link back to that in the comments so everyone can check out his video. He made it especially for me. But in Victor's video, he said he's age 27. His hair is down to his shoulders. And he has a mustache and like, I can't call it a goatee because I know a goatee I guess is more connected, but he's got definitely some right here. And he's basically asking, what do I think he should do based on what I see? And I think I'm going to give the best opinion compared to anyone else. He's saying, should I shave it off or should I keep it? And here's my answer. You should keep it. You should keep your hair there, Victor. Here's why. You asked me to assess your hair, your Norwood status. Now, what I would say, and I of course I always say, I've made a video, ask your barber. They'll know probably better than I am because they can see you up close. But I do see the tall forehead that you have. I see that. Both your hair being as long as it is, I don't see actually any thinning. See, if I've actually got thinning up here, I don't notice that with you. I do see, you know, the larger forehead, and I do possibly even see that your temples even come back maybe further than mine. Maybe. It's hard to tell with the long hair. But the thing is, I always say, what should everyone do about their own hair loss situation? What's the universal answer? You should do what gives you peace, and also you should do whatever is an extension of your own identity. And when I see you in the video, you're totally rocking the long hair and the mustache and the little goatee patch here. That's you. I can see that that's you. And like you said in your own video, as long as it's working for you and as long as you don't get frustrated and tired of the long hair, I'd say keep it. You know, you may have a solid 5 years remaining of being able to keep the status you got. It's basically a matter of at what point does the thinning occur, because your hairline appears to go far back enough to where the next stage, if you're going to progress, would be the actual thinning and balding that would occur. Again, I see none of that for me, and take this as a good thing. I see something closer to a Norwood 3 without any thinning. And if you stayed that way your whole life, then you really don't have anything to worry about. It's not until the thinning occurs. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say keep the long hair. And until you see noticeable thinning, maybe at that point, then buzz it all off and let that be your new identity, and still keep your, you know, facial hair there. And you can reinvent yourself at that stage, maybe get some new frames or whatever. But that could be years down the road. And here's the danger in asking a hair loss community this question. A lot of times when people see someone who has noticeable receding hairline asking what should I do, the natural occurrence is people want to say, buzz it off or get a hair transplant. They want to say all those things because that's a reflection of what they would want to do at their own amount of confidence and security that they have. But something I can tell about you by watching your video, Victor, is that you actually are confident. You're asking, what do I think is the best thing to do? But not at any point in your video did I ever think, man, this guy's insecure. He's really freaking out. You're a confident guy, and I can see that. And that's why I can say in confidence that you should keep your hair, because it really does seem to be an extension of who you are. You seem like a young college professor, and I mean that as a compliment. You really do. I like the long hair. I like the facial hair. I say keep it until you get noticeable thinning. And at that point, because if you buzz it off now, it's going to take a long time for your hair to grow back. And in the process, there's a good chance you would get discouraged thinking, man, my hairline goes back so far at this point, I'd rather just shave it off. And I don't want you to get in that situation. I think as long as you can have peace with it, keep the hair, make that your look, reinvent yourself once it starts thinning. And seriously, thank you so much for taking the time to make this video. I like this because I think it shows the dynamics in the hair loss community, that there's not just one answer for everyone, that everyone should do the same thing. And this is the third video I've made like this for someone who reached out to me specifically. And each time I've got a different answer. For one guy, I said, yeah, you're better off because you've got the strong beard, you've got this outdoorsy persona that you got going on. Buzz it off. I actually say to a 0 to that one guy. Then I had another guy from England. His hair was kind of medium length, but even though he wasn't a noticeable Norwood 3, he looked good as it was. And I said, don't change a thing. And that's what I'm saying to you. With the long hair, I really feel that's who you are. So I wouldn't change a thing. And I can see I'm actually confirming what you basically already said in your video. That really, for now, you want to keep the hair until you really start noticing balding. I could be wrong about the Norwood 3 status. Maybe you just do have a tall forehead and you're like me. You're maybe closer to a Norwood 2.5. I could be wrong. But even aside from that, you don't have thinning. The long hair, you're rocking it. You're making it work. I keep doing what you're doing. And I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your day to make this video so that we all can share and learn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like you.